everyone, welcome to and back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well, enjoying their summer or holiday, and just having a good time. Today's video will be on my Chanel card holder. It's officially been 1 year since I have it. I bought it last year July, and I thought I'd do a video to do like a 1 year update, especially if you are curious about Chanel or their card holders and you're looking to add to your collection. So definitely please keep on watching if you are interested. So I got this, like I said, last year summer, and this is from the 20S collection. So if you don't know, this is how Chanel categorize their season. So 20S means 2020, which is their year, and S stands for their season, so like spring and summer. So I bought this last year, spring and summer, and this particular color is called bubblegum pink, or me personally, I like to call it Barbie pink, because this is what this shade of pink reminds me of. When I first saw it on Instagram, because I follow a lot of Instagram personal shoppers, they post this for that particular season, and I just fell in love with the color. It reminded me of like my girlyhood meets adulthood, because the pink just reminds me of Barbie, and then this being Chanel, which is my first ever Chanel item. So I love the two combination where I felt like a mature woman, but I also got that girly side to it as well. So one thing what I love about Chanel card holder is that if you are a colorful person and you want your very first colorful SLG, which means like a smart little good, card holders, wallets, you will love Chanel. Chanel's color range is crazy. Every season they come out with new colors, and even though it's just like the same like pink, blue, purple, green, it's just like they always alter the shade of color. So like this year they have a color similar to this, but I think it's more of a brighter neon pink. So they never do the same color. It's either close to it or very different. They never do the same shade of pink. So if you want this particular pink, you'll definitely get it from the 20S collection. Now 2019, they did have a pink very similar to this shade, but this one's a little bit, I would say, Barbie pink, where the other one's a little bit kind of, I guess a bit darker. I have to compare it. If I find it, I will put it on top of the screen so you can see a comparison. But yeah, I loved it. I knew I wanted a pink, so I had to go get it. So the price for this, and I'm not sure if they updated the price because there are a recent price increase, but when I got it, it was $425, and with tax I spent about $450, $460. So their taxes are, well, on this particular item is not bad at all. Usually taxes can range from like $80 to $100, but in total I spent less than $500. So what I did is I had a Louis Vuitton Zoe wallet, I sold it, and I used that money to buy my Chanel card holder, because I really been wanting a flat card holder. I love the idea of it so much. I was going to use YSL, which is another brand that I recommend if you want something cheaper, and they also have colorful options, but I wanted to get it in person and there's not a YSL near me. I also recommend Gucci. Gucci has a really beautiful, colorful collection, but I'm not really a big Gucci fan, to be honest. So since I had the money, I was like, I'm gonna go all out and go for Chanel. Now here is the reference code or reference number. It's right there under where it says 20S, the AP0. So you can't find this particular card holder on the website because it is a later season. However, you do have the reference, and it is possible for you to still get it in store, because they might still have this particular shade in some boutiques. Or if you're someone that does like you don't mind doing an online personal shopper from Instagram, just give them this code. Once again, it's the AP0. Just leave it right here in case you want a screenshot, and then you see the color right here. So now let's talk about a review. So overall, I used it pretty much a good amount, especially when I first got it. I almost use it every day. My main concern was that because it's pink, I do have to be careful with color transfer, meaning I won't put this type of card holder in my jeans, because I feel like the jeans and the fabrics will rub on this type of fabric. So I recommend not doing that if you want to get a brighter, colorful SLG, not just from Chanel, but I think just in general. Also, try not to put it out on the sun too much, because that is something that you can worry about. You definitely have to baby it when it comes to the color. The color is beautiful, but it's definitely not something that you can just, toss it around. Compare it to my Louis Vuitton key pouch. This is another of my kind of a card holder from Louis Vuitton that I love. Whereas this, I can wear this every day and baby it a lot. Where this one, I can do this every day and I don't have to baby it. Whereas the Chanel, I do have to baby it. I do have a video comparing both of these, so if you want to see it, I will link that at the end. So yeah, so when it comes to color, you have to be careful, because you have to watch out for color transfer. So the fabric is Caviar. There are a few fabrics or type of leather from Chanel to pick from, but I went for Caviar, which is this pebble-like material that you can see how squishy it is, and it's like a diamond quilted type of style. I choose Caviar because as I researched, they said it's really good for a card holder for Caviar, because you do toss this around, and this has failed many times. And it doesn't do too much harm to it, especially when it's like roaming around like your bags or wherever you have it. So it won't be too much of a destruction. So once again, this is Caviar. And then this is the pink that I got. And the hardware is, I think they call it gold silver. No, they call it champagne gold. So champagne gold is pretty much a mixture between gold and silver. So you can see in some lights it looks silver, like maybe right here, but then when you go close up, or like the way the light hits it, it looks gold. Hopefully you guys can kind of see some of the gold. It's not too sunny today. So yeah, I like that because I mean pink and gold looks really pretty together, but for me it gets more silver than gold. So if you are someone that likes more of a silver hardware with this type of color, then that's okay. You will get more silver than gold. You do get a little bit of hint of gold at times, but I will say silver outweighs the gold, so that's great. However, if you want more of a gold hardware, then the champagne gold is not for you. They have one that's actual gold hardware, so the gold is brighter, it's more visible, and you can see it through. But I like this because I like that it's more silver. So then you have one pocket or one slot in the front right here, and then you have one in the middle, and you see it says Chanel right there, and gold, I believe. So I think it's the same champagne gold as the logo. And on the other side it says made in Italy. So I know some items can be made in France, but I believe most of the card holders are made in Italy. Maybe you'll find it made in France, you'll be lucky. But I wasn't like upset about it. It's not how I'm with my Louis Vuitton, how I have to have my items made in France. So I didn't care that this was made in Italy. And then you have two extra slots in the back. So in total you have you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's talk about the condition. So like I said, I had it for a year, and I guess it's been used a bit. I did have like it kind of was like maybe you can see it right here. Yeah, this just randomly popped up out of nowhere. I don't know how that happened, to be honest. It used to be worse, but what I like about this type of material, it kind of, in a way, it heals itself. So meaning if you leave it alone and you kind of not just overstuff it, but you have something inside of it so it's not too deflated, it definitely heals itself. So if you can see that little wear and tear right there, and right here you can see how it's really flat and it's kind of like a dent. So what happened is I had 2 of my cards and like that's it. I don't know if I put 2 inside or it was just 1 and 2, but maybe the numbers, or I don't know what happened, but it just it left a dent, so that was kind of upsetting. But it definitely shows you, like, with this type of card holders, you have to be so fragile with it. But it doesn't look too bad, I mean, from the side. But sadly, that's what happens, especially if you are someone that, you know, you're going to overstuff your cards. It's going to happen like that. So I'm going to show you how I would use it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So let's pretend you put a card here. These are just blank black cards that comes when you buy this, so that's good to have, so you can use it kind of like stuff in it or from display. So you can put your license here or whatever card you have that's really easy access. So see how nice that is. And then in the back, card here and card here. There you go. And then I'm gonna put, so there you go, and it's in. So now we have 1 card here, 2 cards in the back, and then 3 cards inside. And then you could probably fit way more, especially so you can put, so you can see the room that I have. You can put cash, receipt, probably coins if you want. So it does fit a pretty much good amount. I remember in the video when I compared this to my Louis Vuitton, you can fit a good amount. Or if you're that type of person where and just put them inside the middle. What is it, 6? 5 or 6 cards right in the middle, and then you just leave the front and the 2 blank. Or, you know, if you're just in a rush and you have a receipt, then you can just put the receipt inside here and then you're good to go. But it's like with my license right in front, and then I'll show you, and then with my 2 cards. So I have my license right in front and then my 2 cards, which is what I like how to have it. Of course, if you like, you're the type of, this is what it like with my card in front. Now I recommend, I wouldn't overstuff the front. You could back, so I would say 2 is your limit, and then something small like put in like a receipt or maybe a coin, but I would say 2 is the max when it comes to the front pocket. And then 1 as well, and yeah, so 2 can fit. Maybe 3 if you want, but I wouldn't recommend putting 3, more than 3 for each slot in the back and also the front. But when it comes to the middle, I think because you have so much of that room, you could put, but you can see how it's really tight because I have 2 here. So however much you have on the back and probably the front too, that will show you what how much room you have in the middle. So it's very tight right now because of the back. See, it's a bit more easier to open because I took out the 2 cards on the back. I have 1 card in the front, and now there you go. You see how it's more bigger to open. The mouth of it, it's more bigger because this is empty. The top one is also empty, and then I have a card, 1 card in the front. Maybe 10 to 15 cards can fit, and like I said, if you overstuff it, don't get mad of the wear and tear because that will happen. As you guys can see, this happened right there. And so this is very you definitely have to baby it. It's definitely not so I mean, you can use this every day. I think because of the pink, that's why I kind of not started to use it every day, because I was scared of the color transfer and what if it rains. But if you have like a black one, which is also a really nice one, if you want a simple black with the gold or just champagne gold hardware, and you don't mind of the wear and tear because you know this is your go-to to get, then yeah, I think that you can definitely use this for every day. But because I got something that's colorful and I wanted something brighter, you know, a little bit different, then I had to definitely use it for not special occasions, but I would say I mainly use it on weekends, or if I go on vacation, or I just want to like pop of color. But when it comes to simple stuff, like if I have to go to the post office, you know, pretty much Monday through Friday or Monday through Thursday, post office, grocery shopping, you know, this is meditate to more because I love the fact that I can put this in my pocket. I don't have to worry about any color transfer. I don't have to worry about the rain. Like I said, definitely check out my comparison video, because if you are looking for a Nets SLG card holder style, I think these two will definitely be on your wish list or what you want. Because it's not just about if you're a Louis Vuitton or Chanel girl. It's about which type of style will fit your lifestyle. So there you have it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, let me know your thoughts. If you have this card, are you gonna get it? And of course, definitely check out the videos at the end if you want to see more. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you're new and you are still watching, really appreciate it. Definitely explore my channel if you love videos like this. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and until next time, bye.